another thing I wanted to say to you about your channel, right? I love the fact that your channel is not centered around people going to games per se, and like match reactions after games and stuff like that outside of the stadium, because I think it gives you the ability to really take a stance against the Glazers and say Ed Woodward out, the Glazers out, because I see other channels like the United Stand. I'm gonna call them out on your channel here, like, and I do like Flex, but a month ago I saw Flex wearing the new Manchester United kit, that zebra kit. And now I see him saying Glazers out, Glazers out. I'm like, dude, you just gave Glazers your money buying that damn jersey. How now are you talking about Glazers out when they have your money in their pocket? And it's such a hypocritical thing to me, because I'm like, you're giving these guys your money, and they're trying to say, oh, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything if we don't buy the merchandise. But if everyone does it, yes, it is. You guys have they have a massive channel over there, and if they start basically maintaining the stance that, okay, we're not going to give these guys a dime of our money. We're not going to go to games. We're not going to buy merchandise. We're not going to subscribe to Manchester United, MUTV, all that stuff. People will start following them because they have a massive, massive following. You know what I mean? And I think eventually Manchester United will have to start listening to these fan channels, and they will start having to start listening to fans. But when you're saying Glazers out, Woodward out, but then you're still buying the damn jersey, they don't want to hear what you have to say, bro, because all they care about is your money. So I just want to applaud you, man, because even though you're a Manchester United fan, your channel isn't established just around Manchester United. It's a football, I just like the way it's set up. I really, really admire it, man. And I think it really gives you the opportunity or the ability to really take a stance where you're not dependent on people going to the games, and doing those match reactions like outside of the stadium and stuff like that to really make your money. You know what I mean? So I just kind of wanted to chime in.
I appreciate what you're saying. What I would say about Flex, I know I think it's a fact. Flex was given that shirt free. It was sent to him by a company. I don't know who or whom sent it to him. So in terms of Flex giving his own personal money to the Glazers, in relation to that particular thing and that shirt, I don't believe he did so.
But even if he was, Terry, even if he was given the shirt by someone, why are you advertising it? You're wearing it. You're basically promoting it, and someone else can see it and then want to spend their money to buy it. You can't be Glazers out but sporting the merchandise. You know what I mean? Like you and again, we all love the club. I know it's a hard thing to do. We all love our club. We all love football. We love the club, but sometimes you have to make a sacrifice, man. If you want to see changes, you can't keep doing the same thing that you've been doing. So even if he didn't spend his money per se to buy the jersey, you're wearing it, you're sporting it, you're advertising it, you're promoting it. You know what I mean? So, and don't get me wrong, I really like the guy. I really, really like him, and that's one of the reasons why I support Rent so much. Because even though I don't agree with a lot of his opinions on certain players and certain topics, this guy puts his money where his mouth is. Like, I've seen this guy say, hey, I'm not giving these guys my money anymore. I'm not going to games because I don't like the way the club is being run. And I can really, really respect that, even though I don't always agree with his position on
look,
certain
I think you make some good points in the sense that, I've said it before, and I'm not about calling out individuals as such. I think that I've said this for a while now. I've got friends I see on Twitter. A friend of mine, she consistently tweets about how much she hates the Glazers, and then she's always buying her and her family the new kits, and then they take pictures in them, they share them, and then I read the comments from all her friends. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, they look so good on you!" Rare. And I feel like, well, and I know everyone's view is, well, I'm just a drop in the ocean, but of course, everybody's a drop in the ocean, and if everybody continues to act the same way, you're never going to stop things. So I do get that, but it's the same as match-going fans. I understand why you want to go and support the team, but at the same time, then there comes a moment where you think, well, if we just stopped in the short term, could we fix Man United in the long term? And we may not get rid of the Glazers, but maybe we can get some changes in play that improve things for us as a football club. And I think there's definitely got to be some sort of happy medium in relation to that. And as I say, Flex, as far as I'm aware, didn't himself spend his personal money on that jersey. But then I understand your challenge saying that he's still advertising it and encouraging people to wear it. You know, I saw another Man United fan on like a fan channel thing do like an unboxing of the new kit. And I'm thinking that I mean, unboxing videos are literally to advertise the product that you're buying. That's the whole point of them. You had Heavy D do it at Arsenal last year. Like, he stood outside the Emirates protesting against the owners, but he'd literally just gone inside and bought the new shirt. And it's like, it falls. I think it falls flat for people when they see people trying to protest, but then going against what they believe to be true. And I understand that. And I do get where you're coming from. And as I say, look, from our point of view, the United stand are free to do what they want to do. You know, I know that KG, the comedian over there, he's trying to get something together where fan channel presenters like myself and Flex and Mark and others, Adam McCullough, kind of all come together and try and make some collective content away from all of our channels to try and push the Glazers out. What he told me is that I'm the only person that responded to him publicly and privately to say I'm up for doing it. Everybody else just kind of fell a bit silent. I don't know what the motivation is. Whether it's I don't want to stand too against the club, I don't want to work with those people, whatever it may be. But for me, there are individuals within the group that were connected in that tweet that I don't have any desire to work with, talk to, stand next to on a personal or professional level. But I would always put that aside for the greater good of my football club because I love my football club. And I think for me, that's the element I see as a problem here. It isn't even so much about, oh, you bought a shirt and you still have a season ticket, or you still have a membership online. It's more a case of, why can't you put your petty disputes aside and do something collectively to make Man United better? If you truly care about the football club, that has to come first. If that makes sense, it feels like it's like two bickering parents are going through a divorce, and their petty fight between themselves being more important than their child. That's how I view this. Like Man United, for all Man United fan channels, fanzines, the singing section, the people that make the flags, all they ever seem to do, take it away from United Stand and Full-Time Devils or Stretford Paddock for a minute. I've seen the two different groups that make flags for Man United for years fight and argue each other. People attacking Pete Boyle, who gets the singing. Oh, Pete, you think you're a bigger Man United fan than us because you've invented a few songs. Oh, you think you're this because you go to all the away games. Oh, you're this because you don't go to any games. Man United fans are always in amongst it, fighting each other. And I just sit there and think, just mobilize, put the club first. Put your petty arguments to the side and do what can be done to make Manchester United better. Utilize Mark Goldbridge for the positives he can spread. Utilize the fanzines for what they can spread, and do it to maybe not get the Glazers out because that's hard, but maybe we can get some level of change. But the way we act right now,
we won't get them out. Right now,
it's never going to fix anything.
Yeah, I don't think we will get them out, Terry, but I think we can force change. I think these channels, it's kind of like, I don't know if they understand how big, how powerful their channels, how grand their channels are. Like, Terry, I don't even the only time I'm watching TV is when I'm watching the games. I'm like, fan channel, I'm watching you, I'm watching United Stand, I'm watching Stretford Paddock. I don't really watch Stretford Paddock that much, but it's mainly you, United Stand. I watch a lot of rants. I even watch. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but I respect and I really enjoy AFTV's content. You know what I mean?
And I understand that, bro. I understand that. I understand it.
But one last thing before if you
could
just let me, I want to say, I'm one of the guys who I was just like you. I was only out by December last year, but then we got Bruno. I started realizing I still didn't think we had a style of play per se, but I respect what Ali accomplished last year. I really do. So I really want to say thank you to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for what he contributed to the club last season. I personally think it's time for him to go. I think he's kind of hit his ceiling, but for what he did in just a year and a half or almost 2 years of being with us, people just have to remember, because I hear a lot of people because I think you can beat Ali out without being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because people just have to remember what he came into last year.
I agree, bro. And I put a tweet out this morning that shows a really good goal we scored. And I just put no system, no style, no patterns. And the response you get from some people is, and I read some of the responses out. It's like, no system to escape the press and feed the ball quickly to creative players. It's just things like, well, I don't see this in every single game multiple times. Have we ever scored any other goals like this? And I'm like, listen, this is the point. Like, I don't need to. When you tweet and when you say something, you don't have to explain what you mean in granular detail every single time. Otherwise, you never get anything said. The point is could our system be more consistent? Yes. Could we create and score really good goals more often? I'd love to see it. But it's the hyperbole and the disingenuous nature of the comments when people say no system, no star, no patterns. We never do anything great. Yeah. That's a lie. And as soon as you start exaggerating your point, for me, I lose respect for you. When you say we never do anything good on the pitch, we never defend well, our system never works. That isn't true.
But let's just assume that's true. We all know that's not true. But let's just assume that's true. Just what he's done off the pitch alone. Terry, this guy got rid of Fellaini. He got rid of, we know all the guys. He got rid of Fellaini. He got rid of Ashley Young. He got rid of Valencia. He got rid of Lukaku. He got rid of, who else did he get rid of? The amount of players that Rojo, he got the low, small, Terry, all these players. The only player that he hasn't gotten rid of that we all want to go is Phil Jones. And I'm convinced he's going to die.
I almost feel like Phil Jones. They should just keep Phil Jones as the mascot now moving forward. But, bro, listen, I appreciate you coming on the show and having your say.
No problem, Terry.
Cheers, Corey. Thank you very much, mate. And we'll speak to you again soon. Take care, buddy. All the best. Great call there. And listen, allowed to express his opinions and have his views. He may see things differently to how you do, but that's part and parcel of football. Everyone tuning in right now, please smash the like button right now, please. It's really important.